Hello guys, welcome back. In this session, we will clearly discuss about some data types like integer, character, complex, and list and its properties. As we have already discussed about these basic types in previous video, we will get more into about it. Let's begin the session. Here we have already discussed what is an integer, float, and a complex. These are generally numeric type. These are used for math operations. You can convert any of these types to other by using typecasting. Let's get further into this topic. Integer is a number of unlimited length without decimal and is used for math operation. Let us assume that a is a variable and we will initialize up to 5, which is int, and we will just try to print the type of it. As you can see over here, the type of a is integer. You can see on screen that variable is very lengthy one. This is just to give a brief knowledge about the length of an integer, that is of unlimited length. You can also get very lengthy one. And coming on to float, integer and float have this small difference, that is using just a decimal. Integer can store the exponential values like e power 400, etc. And float has some limitation where it can depend on the your system. And integer cannot start with 0, where using leading zeros in non-integer are not allowed in Python. So better to use not a 0 in int, whereas in float you can use with zeros. See, you can see here one. A is of int data type and M is of very lengthy one, that is of int type, and M is again a float, that is an exponential form, and we print the type of it bit float. And F over here that starts with 0 and have a decimal is of float type. And if we print M, as this is very limited range, M will be infinity. Now we will get complex numbers. Complex number is a number that have an imaginary part. Only J is allowed other than say any other characters will throw an error. Let's check over this. We have declared that I is 5 plus 4j, and if you try this, you will get the complex type. And if you want to add any float or integer to it, you can add directly to it. So the answer will, the real part would be added to real and the imaginary part would be added to imaginary part. As you can see, d is equals to 5z, that is the imaginary part. 5z is only added to 4z, so the answer might be 9z over here. You can see here, right? The real part is added upon real and the imaginary part is added upon imaginary part. You can also do this with many operations like multiplication, division, any operation. Before Now we will get on to list and its properties. A list is a mutable sequence type that we have already discussed. There are few properties that we need to discuss more about list. You can see here the properties of list on the screen. List has properties such as append, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort, and clear. Append is the property that adds a new item at the end of the list, and copy is the property that creates a duplicate one upon the original list, and count is a property that returns the number of times an element in the list that has occurred, and extends is the property that is used when any other data type is added to the list, and index that is used to return the index position of first reference of specified item that you specify while using this, and insert you can use this while inserting your item at such positions. Or removes and returns the last item in the list. Remove first occurrence of specified item from list. Reverse, you can reverse the list. Sorts the list accordingly, ascending, descending for your own basis. Clear removes all the items in the list and make the list empty. Simple code. Here we have declared A as a list with items in it as 1, 2, 3, A or A and 1, 2, 3. We try to append 4 into it, and we will also try to just print it. You can see over here 4 is appended at last into it. Let's just check for other properties. We'll check for copy. Copy is used to create a duplicate list. Now I want to copy the elements of A into the B. So I'm creating B, that is another list, and copying. This is the original list, the first one, and the second one is the duplicate list. And we can by count. This returns the number of times an element occurs in the list. So here we have listed that we need the count of 1. So let's just get over this. We can see over the count of 1 is 2, that is at 0th position, and at 6th position. And if you need to extend, you also need other data type, right? Here we say that C is a tuple, and just we needed to extend the list over this tuple. So to extend and print over this. So here you can see that 098 is added to list at the end. This is just extend, and if you need the index of a particular item, you can just go through index like this. If you want the index of any particular item in the list, you may specify over here. We are checking for 0 now. And 0 is a 10th index. We can check out 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10th index is over 0. Therefore, the index that we got over here is 10th. And if you set any item in the list, you need to specify 2 arguments, that is the index and the item. So I mentioned the first one is the index and the second one is the item. So upon compiling this, I get the first one as 5 at 0th index. This is insert means, and pop is the property that is used to remove and return the last element. By using pop, the last element of the list is removed. You can see here that 8 is the last element here, and that is popped out of the list. If you want to remove any element, you can specify over this. You can see here that we have removed 5, and 5 is removed from the list. If you want to reverse the list, you can just go through without reverse. You can also specify this in different types in assembly or your favorite way. Yes, you can see here that the index of 9 over here is the last one, whereas after reversing, the index of 9 is 0th index. Every item index is reversed. This is the way to reverse the list. And now, sorting the list, then you have only one. That's the list contains either string or integer. So we need to remove all the strings over the list. After removing, you can sort it. So remove A and R. We just sort over the list. Strings. The sorted list. Yeah. Okay. So we need to print the sorted list actually. Here is your sorted list, that is 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 9. And if you want to clear all the list, you can do that. You will clear. This is the empty list that clears all the elements in the list. This is all about the list and its properties. Let's discuss more